Council. Last week, when I sat at home, and maybe there's nothing really good on TV, so I watched y'all, and I watched the public comment, and I was very distressed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in y'all. I'm disappointed in Raincross and the Chamber, and most of all, I'm disappointed in me, because I haven't come up here before. There was Boy Scouts sitting right back here that were here to earn a merit badge about freedom of speech and civil liberties. And what they saw was instead vocal terrorism. Vocal terrorism that should not be allowed anymore in this chamber. Being rude in a public discourse is about lack of civility, not freedom of speech. Rude people want to use this forum, this lectern that belongs to the people, to push their views through. What freedom of speech really means is that it should be protected. Sorry, my note. But it's time that we stand up for public civility. Speech is free, yet rude speech should have consequences. And I don't always agree with Vivian or Justin, but I like that they come up here, particularly Justin, and they speak in a civil tone, and they respect this podium. It belongs to all 330,000 of us, and they hijack it. One person in particular hijacks it, and I don't think you should allow that anymore. My personal feeling is your former city attorney and your city manager provided you with poor advice. The American Bar Association has been looking at this closely. They call it hate speech, and because our country is getting out of hands, that people can't talk to each other in the civil discourse anymore. I would suggest that your city attorney look at this and some of the things that they're doing. In this country, there's no right to speak fighting words, is what the ABA has said. And words without social value, words directed to a specific individual and meant to provoke. Bad behavior should be discouraged, while the freedom of speech in a civil manner should be equally defended. I ask you to please make this a council, mayoral, and staff priority. The city was founded, if you recall, John North was an abolitionist. There was someone who was really standing up for someone's rights and doing it in a way, if you recall, a very, very gentlemanly way, but forceful, and didn't take matters into a hands of like John Brown did. And I'm going to say this quickly. I'm very proud of the decorum and civility this city holds close to our heart. The Tahisha Miller episode, for example, was a dark moment in our history, but something bright came out of that I saw. Reverend Jackson led a march of hundreds of people, maybe thousands, down Magnolia, and they expressed their grief, they expressed their anger, they expressed their sorrow. But not one window was broken, not one orange cone was overturned. They did it in a civil manner, and great changes were made to our police department and our city because of it. Please bring that back to this podium.
And it's public comment for the night. It brings us to the discussion calendar.